Okay, Priyanka, just brief about yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Priyanka Rawat. I'm a recently qualified cost and management accountant. I got AIR 18 in my finals. I'm from Vaishali Ghaziabad, that is in Uttar Pradesh. I completed my graduation last year, that is from DOSOL, Open Learning. Talking about my training, I've done 1 month, 1 year training from IOCL and 7 month training from a CMA firm. Apart from this, if I talk about my family background, my father is a video journalist in a news channel and my mother is a homemaker. I also have a younger sibling who is pursuing his graduation as well as doing his actually side by side.
You got 99 marks in CMA Foundation
Yes,
maths
sir.
paper as well. So you are good in maths?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But after that, we don't have any maths paper in CMA course.
Okay. So what is the use of trigonometry in our life?
So talking about in our profession, it doesn't matter that much. But if you talk about engineering one, then for construction, there we use trigonometry a lot.
So how it is being helpful in that area?
Sorry, sir.
How it is being helpful in that area?
So I don't know about engineering background that much. So
Okay. You also scored 96 marks in CMA Inter costing
yes, sir.
as well. So what is the difference between ABC costing and ABC analysis?
So if we talk about ABC analysis, we are saying that, for example, for raw material, we categorize them into A, B, and C part. A is the one in which we have to consider them first, like they are the lower in quantity but higher in value. If we talk about B, they are somewhere in the between, like their quantity and volume is approximate same one. And if we talk about the C category, then they are high in volume but low in quality. So what we have to do in ABC analysis is we should focus on A material more rather than B and C, then afterward B and then to C. But if we talk about ABC costing, then it is activity based costing. It means in this we allocate the overheads on the basis of activity that we use in a particular project rather than to a product.
We allocate or apportion?
Apportion, sorry.
Okay. What is the difference between cost allocation and apportionment?
If we talk about cost allocation, it means we know that the expense belong to a particular product, so we just directly allocate it to that particular product. For example, direct material, direct labor, direct wages. And if we talk about the apportionment, it is all about the overhead things. For example, production overhead, administration overhead, we can't directly allocate them to a particular product. So rather than that, we appreciate it on the basis of the cost drivers.
Okay.
If Priyanka is to be compared with a real life hero or a movie character, who it would be and why?
If I have to compare to a movie character,
Or a real life hero? Hero, I mean genderless, right?
okay.
Or a novel character, movie character?
Can I say a cartoon one, ma'am?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
I think Shizuka. The reason being I'm always dedicated and sincere about my study things, but also to household chores as well. I used to be really friendly with my all friends and try to make new buddies and talk to new people as much as I can.
How about Nobita? Okay. And definitely not any character that you'd ever want to be in real life?
Nobita.
Nobita. Why is it so?
The reason being, I personally found it that he's kind of a lazy person who always depend upon his robotic friend for everything, like for even his chores, which household chores or normal daily routine works which we used to do.
Aren't we also doing the same with AI? With the coming of AI, haven't we become lazy than before?
I can't say about anyone else, ma'am, but if I talk about me only, then I guess I'm not that dependent on the AI. If someone asks me a question, I used to think about it from my mind first. Then, when I get certain points that maybe this should be the answer. Then I prefer going to AI to maybe find the more appropriate words or appropriate sentence for that.
So you want to say that Chat GPT is not the future of the country, of the
It is
world?
the future of the country. It is very efficient. I'm in actually support of the artificial intelligence rather than against of it. But what I feel like is, first you have to think from your mind to solve the problem what you have. Then go for the AI to just take it as a help, not as a solution only.
Okay, Priyanka, you have mentioned that you have been engaged in insolvency field.
Yes, ma'am.
It's quite complex field.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me about this work. Which kind of corporate data you have managed?
Ma'am, actually I've been in insolvency field because of the firm, the mentor under which I have to assist. He was a practicing CMA as well as a IP. For being an IP, you have to be a practicing CMA with 10 years of experience. So I got to know a lot actually about insolvency rather than a costing field. In insolvency, I have handled 2 corporate debtors. One is from a pharmaceutical company and one is from a construction company.
Okay.
Talking about pharmaceutical ones, I had even about both. I have initiated the CIRP. I have seen the initiation of CIRP, made the public announcement which we used to do in the newspaper and English languages, Hindi languages, and a local one.
Okay.
Then I have collected the claims of the operational debtors, operational creditors, financial creditors, and then make the COC, and then their first meeting I have prepared the minutes of them too.
Okay.
And if we talk about that construction one company, I have also gone to their inspection visit.
Okay. And you have mentioned IT skill. So what is the XBRL?
XBRL is what I used to work in my same firm also. In XBRL, what we have to do is there's a particular format of XBRL in which we have to maintain the kind of transfer the cost record into that format. Then we have to upload it into the XBRL. Then we have to validate the thing. In case of any error, which is usually because of decimal differentiation, we have to find it and rectify it. After that, we generate the XBRL file, which we have to give it to the company in CRA3 and give it to the ROC in CRA4.
Okay. And you have mentioned your hobby that collecting old coins.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many old coins you have right now?
I actually have a bunch of them. It's from Thailand, some are from UK, some are from Singapore, Malaysia.
Okay.
What is that known as? Collection of gold coins is known as something. What is that known as? There's a term that we use for collection of old coins.
I'm not
Get to
aware
that.
of that.
Get to that.
Yes, sure.
Priyanka, you also mentioned related to the debit notes and credit notes, raising of debit notes and
Yes,
credit.
yes.
What is the difference between debit note and credit notes?
So debit note is first I would like to talk about credit note because I have done that in private company as well as in IOC.
Okay.
If you talk about credit note, which we generally give to customer as a discount. For example, if a customer has purchased a goods from us of 10,000, but we previously have a contract with him that if they purchase a certain amount of raw material, we'll give you credit or discount kind of thing. So then after the purchase invoice is made and the payment has done, then after we could raise the credit note, and we can reduce this outstanding balance that they have to pay now.
Are you sure about it? Okay. And tell me, what is contingent liabilities?
So contingent liability is basically the liabilities which might have been occurred in future depending upon a situation happening or not happening. We don't have to disclose we have to disclose it in notes to account, not in our balance sheet or trading documents.
Where it is shown?
In notes to account, sir.
Okay.
Is marriage on Priyanka's cards?
No, not yet, ma'am. I'm just 21 yet. So there is a long way to.
Long way. Then how will you manage to convince your family and everyone for your continuation in the working in a company which might not be same as your in-laws would be?
I didn't get the question.
Suppose you get married to some other city and you are relocated to some other city for work.
Okay.
work-life balance. How will you manage? What would you sacrifice?
If right now I talk about, I'm more a career-oriented girl rather than a family one. So I would definitely kind of condition this thing that I'm gonna pursue my career. If I would, maybe I could tell my HR about this, that my husband in another location, or he also should have told to his HR. So after consulting or discussing, if we got a chance to be in the same city, that would be preferable for both of us. But if in case it doesn't happen, that I don't think should be a bother.
You mentioned you're too young. So CMA would be the last destination for your research and studies, or you want to further higher
I don't
studies?
have any plans of studying further yet, but maybe at any moment I could go for MBA, but that too from open.
Okay, Priyanka, you have mentioned in your strength that ability to act rational in intense situation.
Yes.
So just prove that how you handle these situation in your practically in your life.
So if we talk about in professional life, while closing, I used to be really rational and not do my work efficiently, but don't take much of a stress. And if I talk about my personal life, so sometime in family there are some situation when the things don't move toward matlab, the way
In your
you
favor.
uh, so in that situation also, what I have analysis about me, I try to be rational.
Okay, and you have a certificate regarding investment banking virtual experience
Yes, sir.
program. What type of program it was?
It was actually a virtual program, sir, in the platform of Forage. In this, it was done by JP Morgan case. So what they do is they send you some case study based thing. For example, in my term, the case study was like there is a certain person living in USA. Now he want to expand his business to India. But before expanding the business, he have to analyze the market of India, have to go through the data. So what I have to do is collecting data from Indian sources to guide them or analyze them that how and in which manner they should enter the Indian market rather than just to go blindly.
Okay, I think thank you very much,
Thank you so
Priyanka.
much.
अभी नहीं जाना है. So let's discuss about the feedback part. Overall, it was good. About yourself was good, and ABC costing and analysis 80% तक करेक्ट थे आप. थोड़ा बहुत पॉइंट्स अलोकेशन अपोर्शनमेंट वो था, और ट्रिग्नोमेट्री आप थोड़ा नहीं बता पाए कैसे प्रैक्टिकली. आप अगर मैथ्स में 99 मार्क्स रखते हैं तो आपको पता होना चाहिए पर्पस चीज़ों का.
इंजीनियरिंग फील्ड का कैसे बता सकती हूँ?
इंजीनियरिंग फील्ड ही नहीं बोल सकते आप. नॉर्मली कहाँ यूज़ आ सकता है वो आपको फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा कि कंस्ट्रक्शन इज़ अ फील्ड, इंजीनियरिंग इज़ अ एजुकेशन फील्ड. तो यू नीड टू टॉक अबाउट द प्रैक्टिकली फील्ड और नॉट अबाउट सम एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड.
ओके.
एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इट वाज गुड फ्रॉम माय साइड. बस आई कांटेक्ट कभी कभी मिस हो रहा था आपका, बाद में आप ठीक भी कर रहे थे. कई बार आप 1% पर स्टिक हो जाते हैं, देन आपको याद आता नहीं सब कुछ.
क्वेश्चन आई जनरली वांट टू आस्क कि जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैम मुझसे क्वेश्चन कर रही तो अब मैं
We
मैम
need
की
to address
तरफ
everyone. First, start with me, the person who has put up the question. Okay, first, the person who has put up the question, and then focus on everyone.
ओके.
Okay, that should be the rule. Okay, from my side, there are few things that you need to change in your CV. There's nothing like curious to learn. There's no word in English that we call it as curious to learn. Write it down, inquisitive. Inquisitive. Okay. The second one was work under pressure. It should never be can meet strict deadlines. No, the sentence should be can work under pressure.
For which one can meet a strict
Can meet strict deadline. There's no sentence that we make in this
Okay.
way. That means you can speak in it, but you cannot write in a resume like this. Can work under pressure. You can work under pressure. That's also okay. The next one is ability to act rational in intense situation. Cut this line, write pragmatic approach. Pragmatic approach.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, these are the few words that you need to understand. We cannot use sentences in our CV, right? Then friendly and cooperative by nature, isko kaat do. It is nothing to be mentioned in your CV, right? It is not a strength or attribute, it is our behavior. So while you are introducing yourself, you can add this in your speaking.
Okay.
Okay?
मैम कलेक्टिंग ओल्ड कॉइन्स का भी
अच्छा हाँ, इसका इंग्लिश ढूंढो, इसका वर्ड है, मैं बताऊंगी अभी, लेकिन मैं चाहती हूँ तो आप खुद ढूंढो. सॉल्विंग पजल्स गेम्स नहीं होता है, सॉल्विंग पजल्स होता है. देयर इज नथिंग लाइक सॉल्विंग पजल गेम्स. सॉल्विंग पजल्स इटसेल्फ
ओके
सॉल्व्स इट, सेज एवरीथिंग. ठीक है?
एंड एक एमएसएमई आपने पेबल डाल रखा है, तो एमएसएमई से रिलेटेड क्या अमेंडमेंट है रिसेंट इनकम टैक्स में?
उनकी डेफिनेशन चेंज हुई है एमएसएमई की अभी अभी.
इनकम टैक्स
हाँ एक स्लैब में था.
स्लैब तो इंडिविजुअल की चेंज हुई है, एमएसएमई 43B में चेंज आया, सेक्शन 43B में. ठीक है, तो ये नोट कर लेना, ये 43B सेक्शन पढ़ना है. एमएसएमई से रिलेटेड चेंज है उसमें, पेमेंट बेसिस पर. और आपसे डेबिट नोट क्रेडिट नोट का क्वेश्चन पूछा था, तो आपने खुद ही क्रेडिट नोट बना दिया उसको. मतलब मैं तो क्रेडिट ही बताऊंगी, डेबिट का है. तो आपने लिख रखा है ये ग्लोकल व्यू इन्फोटेक प्राइवेट.
जो उनका फॉर्म था मैंने उसमें नहीं दिखाई है, बट सीवी में है. इफ यू वांट आई
नहीं,
कैन.
फॉर्म से तो कोई रिलेशन नहीं है, ये देखेंगे. ये क्या करते हैं ये?
ये बेसिकली एक आईटी कंपनी थी सर.
ओके.
इसका 2 महीने का भी मुझ पे रीज़न है कि उस वक्त सेकंड वेव आ गई थी कोविड की, तो दे सेड दे कांट अफोर्ड ट्रेनिंग एनीमोर, सो आई हैव टू लीव.
ओके ओके, ओवरऑल ओके, कोई इशू नहीं है. वैशाली मीन्स ये कोई
एरिया है, नहीं जगह है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट है वैशाली.
वैशाली
that's in
डिस्ट्रिक्ट.
Bihar. That's why I also said that Vaishali Ghaziabad, which is in Uttar Pradesh.
तो
वैशाली.
वैशाली मीन्स वैशाली नगर, ऐसा कुछ?
Vaishali.
It's a town. It's a town.
It's basically have 7 to 6 sectors. So what's the
वैशाली नगर, हाँ टाइप वैसा ही है अपने यहाँ पे.
अच्छा, मुझे वो वैशाली, वो बिहार वाला वैशाली आता है, it's a district. हाँ.
That's why I have to clarify that it's in Ghaziabad.
दिल्ली एनसीआर लिखा हुआ है इन्होंने. ठीक है, बाकी एआईआर आपकी है ही. शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग किस में आपकी अभी तक?
अभी सर वेदांता का अभी जीडी हुआ था, उसके बाद उसकी शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग आ गई है, पीआई के लिए बुलाया है.
अच्छा, पीआई के लिए हो गया आपका. ठीक है
और बाकी आईटीसी होटल का उन्होंने एक फॉर्म मांगा था, वो मैंने भर दिया, उन्होंने भी पीआई के लिए बुलाया है.
ठीक है. आईटीसी
होटल
होटल्स,
फूड
ठीक
वाले
है.
का मैंने टेस्ट नहीं किया था क्योंकि उस वक्त मैं बस में थी.
हाँ ठीक है, फूड वाला इतना कुछ
और
अट्रैक्टिव
बाकी
नहीं. ये आपने एक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन लिख रखा है वर्क्स में, ये कैसे है?
ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मतलब सर उसमें जो बिल्स वगैरह आते थे आईयू सेल्स में, वो सब रिकॉर्डर मेंटेन करती थी, और उसके आरटीडी अप्रूवल्स होते थे कुछ, वो मैं अप्रूव करती थी.
ओके. तो इसका थोड़ा है ना, और एक और वर्ड ऐड करो इसके साथ. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन से तो अजीब लग रहा है कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में क्या करते थे आप. सो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इनवॉइसिंग, बिलिंग या रिलेटेड ऐसा कुछ करके इसको करिए. चलिए, ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.